on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
I'm not concerned with your liking or disliking me. All I ask is that you treat me as a human being. Jackie Robinson. When people don't like what you represent, they'll oftentimes attack you personally. But if you can endure, you may just pave the way for those who follow you. Jesus said, I say to you, love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use you and persecute you. Had Christ submitted to the authorities of the time, he never would have preached the gospel. And though he was very vocal in his opposition, he never forgot that he was there to save the same people he often had to rebuke. Keep up with our latest news and information on Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.tv, and the Alex Jones channel on YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, InfoWarsLife.com is offering some of the biggest specials we've ever had. 50% off the super high-quality colloidal silver bullet. Silver Bullet from InfoWarsLife.com is free of GMOs, gluten, additives, heavily concentrated in pure deionized water, electrically stabilized to improve potency, can store in your preparedness pack or medicine cabinet for years. Silver Bullet colloidal silver, 30 parts per million, now $14.95, down from $29.95. You cannot beat this deal. 50% off on Silver Bullet colloidal silver and free shipping. Now you know that's going to anger the control freaks. We've also launched the Alex Jones Challenge Pack, the 3 InfoWars Life products that help take me to the next level. Oxy Powder to flush out the upper and lower intestines, Survival Shield Nascent Iodine X2, and Super Mel Vitality fused together have given me and many others amazing results. Discover the groundbreaking, powerfully simple products at InfoWarsLife.com. Introducing Secret 12, the new InfoWars Life vitamin B12 formulation. Secret 12 is a binary of nutramedical grade, bioavailable coenzyme forms of B12, methylcobalamin, the same kind used in B12 injections, and adenosylcobalamin. Secret 12 is simply taken by mouth, right on the tongue, and then swallowed. No needles, no injections. Secure your revolutionary Secret 12 formula right now at InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139. Alex Jones here. For the last 2 years, I've been working with top doctors, nutritionists, and chemists to design a nutraceutical formulation that has truly life-changing health benefits. Introducing the all-new Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Blend. Experience the benefits of combining over 14 ancient herbs and extracts with exciting new advances in nutraceutical science. Visit InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
Waging war on corruption. It's Alex Jones.
We got to get up, get a U-Haul, it's time to leave. Get down, can't afford electricity. Nobody's got a dime in Detroit, broke city. We got to get up, get a U-Haul, it's time to leave. Get down, can't afford electricity. Nobody's got a dime in Detroit, broke city.
But I tell you, all the folks I know down here from Michigan are really cool people. They're really nice, they're friendly, they're hardworking. I know white folks, black folks that move down here, I really like them. And it's sad, Michigan's a beautiful state, and boy, the globalists, NAFTA and GATT shut it down, and the Trans-Pacific Partnership's going to shut the whole country down, and the feds are down here in Texas shutting off all our industry. That's why I'm mad at some of the New Yorkers, some of the Floridians, and some of the Californians especially, though. Man, when they get here, they bring it all. They just get in your face. They honk their horns at you. They're rude to you. They want your guns. They want higher taxes. And it's like, don't you get you're fleeing yourself, you idiot? You moron? Just tired of it. Now when people honk at me for no reason, I start slowing down. Somebody gets on my tail, I just start slowing down. Not recklessly, but I just start slowing down. I had some lady right when the light turned green honk at me. I was somewhat downtown yesterday, and then got to the next red light. it turned green, started honking again with cars in front of me. And I didn't road rage. I just started rolling slower than the speed limit because it was traffic up ahead anyways. And she started getting real mad. And it's just, you know, guaranteed she's not from Texas. And it's just, it's hard to see my state being infected by cancer. It's kind of like you come into your bed at night and you pull back the sheets and the cat's taking a crap. I mean, I'm sorry to have to talk like that, but man, I tell you, you people make me sick. And what's got me on a jag is national newspapers making fun of Texas not wanting troops all over the streets and helicopters blowing stuff up in the middle of the night. And they're making fun of calling us idiot hayseeds. People think we ride horses to work and all this crap. You know, NASA's based in Texas. I'm just so tired of the public's ignorance. And I love Northerners. I love Southerners. I love Westerners. I love people everywhere. When I'm talking about a generalization, Californians know who I'm talking about. The people Mark Dice goes out and interviews there in Venice Beach that, should we put gun owners in forced labor camps? Talks to 20 people, 18 of them, yes. And he's like, well, you want to put them in a slave camp? Yeah, buddy, I'm sick of them. And let me tell you, they might actually work, the white yuppies and people, if it was in a death camp. They'd love to have the guns. They're going to have the guns, not us. All right, I'm going to shut up and go to your calls now. Right through. We're at the halfway point in the transmission. We're doing it right now. And then I'm going to control myself and discipline myself in the third hour. And I'm going to cover a ton of news with your calls and some video clips and a lot more. Ironhead, you wanted to make another point that we're going to John, Ian, Adam, Phil, and others. Go ahead.
I'm still laughing over the cat in your bed. You have to watch out for that.
Well, I'm sorry, but you know, my mother did have a cat when I was a kid that would like to crap on my bed, and I didn't do anything to the cat except spray it with water guns. So I don't know why I was doing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Christ said, "Deny thyself." Maybe for the future, we'll deny thy cat.
Maybe I deserved it. Okay, but I wasn't ever really mean to animals, but I would squirt them with squirt guns.
Hey, as we go forth, try to keep these thoughts in mind. Trying to take ourselves to the top of the capstone, and there is a capstone. One of the things, neuro-linguistic programming, keywords, going back to what I said about the meeting in Tokyo, when Trump and all the world leaders, there was, again, a G7, not a G10. When he sat in those meetings, there was obligatory stuff came out in the media. It was dropped in 2 days. Well, 1 hour was constantly mentioned. I'm going to read something really fast. Revelation 17:12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast. The thing we're missing, there is an Antichrist. There is a man who has taken that position, and that's who those world leaders sat with in Tokyo back in 2007 or 2008, before Bush left office. And that's what I'm saying, is at the top of the capstone, there is no country. They're all under one umbrella, and they all answer to. I think Putin has jumped the fence. He has jumped the shark. He has gone off the reservation. Medvedev was a man in that meeting.
Well, the Bible says that, and then they blow up Gog and Magog. Absolutely. I tell you, you really study the Bible. It describes 10 mega regions that do not have a capstone because the world government's not official yet. And when you go, and now here's what's crazy. The globalists have created 10 global regions under the UN with 3 sub-directorships over them. 3 mega regions, 10 sub-regions. Each country's broken into 10 regions. This is globally, not just the U.S. Just got chills. And then you go to the UN, they admit it's a Luciferian rite. I was watching in 2000 with the new millennium. It was really 2001, but they called it 2000. And they were having world celebrations at Giza with huge, giant screens worshiping Lucifer on PBS in Latin and in Arabic and in Egyptian. And you read the literature. I mean, these people are crazy. They're actually following it, and they believe Lucifer's God, and they are manifesting it. And they believe it's a sacrifice when they put cancer viruses in the vaccines and don't give the troops care and abort 50 million babies. People say, oh, we're not Satanists. We've killed 55 million babies in this country alone. It's incredible. God bless you. Yeah, it's amazing. And even, I want to explain something to atheists and agnostics and people. There's a fake church and a bunch of rubes and boobs and fools out there. And by the way, somebody says, don't use the word boob. It's anti-family. A booby means a stupid pirate. I'm sick of the attack on language. It's not just politically correct people that do it. The so-called right wing makes every word bad. And I'm tired of it. But I've used that word and gotten emails about it. That's why in Caddyshack she says, you're dressed up like a couple of boobies. That means pirate. It's a China Sea group of pirates. But just like thug isn't racist, it just means killer. And it's a group of Arabic raiders that operated for 1,000 years and killed 2 million people, it's estimated. But I digress there again. I need to go to your calls. What was I getting into there? I was about to break down, well, just the Bible. It's just too incredible. But Christ, they said, Christ, why do you speak in parables? Or why is the Old Testament written where it's hard to understand? He said, because it's not meant for the profane to understand it, basically. But if you have eyes to see and ears to hear, you look at it, it's like, whoa, man, this is knowledge. I mean, I've read Shakespeare, I've read Hemingway, I've read it pretty much all. I've read Solzhenitsyn, I've read Adolf Hitler, and I've never, and that's not even, Mein Kampf's not very well written, by the way. Hitler actually wrote it, you can tell. And I've read nothing like the Bible. And you know, some of the Levitical stuff really is just rules. It's like the health department wrote it. But other than stuff like that, it's very profound. Let's go ahead and talk to John in Texas. John, you're on the air. Welcome.
Hi, Alex.
Welcome.
You know, Alex, that video with the police dog, that was one of the most terrifying videos I've ever seen, I think. That really, I've seen some of the other ones, but this one really sort of made me mad. You know, just.
You know, I'm sorry, I popped in their ear for a moment to ask them to get that video queued up in a news article on it, to print me Steve Watson's article and bring it to me. What were you saying, John?
I just said that video with a police dog attacking that guy that wasn't resistant was one of the most terrifying videos I think I've seen on there as far as police brutality. That was totally uncalled for. That was really just, you know, it's pretty sickening. Just.
Well, it's in Utah, and they're going to bring the article into me. I meant to get to that earlier. I have trouble watching this because here's the deal. I want to reform the police. I don't hate them. The globalists have trained them to do this. They've protected them. Now they know the public's going to come after them. That's how you cause a civil war and federalize. It's a very simple equation, and it makes people completely outraged. They're sick of it. And the answer, police, is not to militarize further and attack the public. The answer is to reform yourselves and realize you've been set up. And that's what it comes down to, and to get good police chiefs and sheriffs in. But they have this guy with his hands up doing nothing with the police dog attacking his neck, trying to kill him. And the cops let him do it in attempted murder. And I would have attacked the dog and they would have killed me. Because, I mean, I instinctively cannot let a dog chew my face. And it goes on and on and on, with the dog chewing his face and his mouth. And this is America. And it's just like all the footage we've seen of the dead homeless guy they shoot in Albuquerque. And they let the dog chew on him and make fun of his body while he basically dies and goes into convulsions and uses the bathroom on himself. And the cop pulling up to that scene in Albuquerque goes, I'm going to kill this guy. That's why he got indicted and is in trial right now. These are mentally ill people, and we need to get the mentally ill cops off the police forces right now. But anything else you'd like to add to this report?
Well, just I know that studying history, the German guards in the concentration camp, Soviet guards, they always had police dogs. When the prisoners got off the train, there were the police dogs, letting the dogs chew on them. And it's just a playbook right out of that. It's just, you know.
Yeah, we wear the Kurtzel helmet, the whole 9 yards. Let me continue. Video, cops break down door without warrant, sick dog on man with hands up. Graphic footage has emerged of cops in Utah entering a man's home without a warrant and setting a canine dog on him despite the fact he was surrendering with his hands in the air. The video taken from police body cam was released. See, they don't think this is wrong. They could have killed the guy, chewed his neck, and ripped his lower lip off as part of a lawsuit filed against the West Jordan Police Department by Lee Hogovalit, who was viciously attacked with a dog. I want to get him on and his lawyer, guys. Go after him. And then he lays there bleeding with his throat and arteries torn open and face torn off. And this is the reign of terror. Tyrants